Hi guys, today we're going to talk about the stances. So whether we do closed stance, semi-open stance, open stance, which one is better, which one should I do more or less, we're going to dive into all of that in this detailed video. So there seems to be a lot of confusion on what we should do for each different ball. I see a lot of people only doing closed stance, or only doing open stance. So the main thing is that we have to know that each ball from the other side is coming differently. Not only is coming with different heights, it's coming with different depths, it's coming with different spins, it's coming stronger, softer. So of course we cannot use the legs in the same way for each ball because that's what's going to cause a lack of consistency. And if we want to be consistent, we need to make sure that we know what we need to do with the legs for each shot. So it's not only up here, but it's a lot to do with the legs. Sometimes we're prepared early, everything is good, but our legs are not in position, and so we lose balance, we're late, we're reaching, we're catching the ball up here. So let's talk about which stance should we do for each ball. So first, let's talk about the closed stance. When do we do closed stance? I'm trying to do closed stance most of the time, but I'm still missing. So we do want to do a closed stance, meaning put the leg in front and transfer weight forward as much as we can. That means that every time that we have time and we can step into the court and put power with our front leg, we definitely should. So every time the ball's coming at a decent pace and I feel like I have time and I can step in, I put my front foot. If the ball is coming low, it's also a very good idea to do a closed stance because it's quite difficult to do an open stance on a low ball. So for those two balls, I recommend to do closed stance. Anytime that even if the ball is coming a little over here, but I have so much time and I can put that front leg, great. You're going to generate great power putting that front leg. So I'm going to do a few closed stance here on easy balls. Let's take a look. This one I have time. Great. So that one I have plenty of time and I could step in, right? And then also if I get a low ball that's coming somewhere close to me because it's too far away, it's not a good idea. But if it's coming around this area and it's a low ball, I can also put my front foot a little bit lower. And I stay down with the shot with my front leg. Great, let's do a few on the backhand right here. Same thing on the backhand side. I have plenty of time. I put my front leg. Normal. Perfect. And now with the low ball, same thing. It's low. I stay down. And I definitely put my front leg and stay low with the shot. Perfect. Okay. So that's when we want to use our closed stance. When we have time, we can use it as much as we can. If we're playing somebody that gives us a lot of time, great. Now, let's talk about semi-open stance. When is it that we're going to do semi and open stance? So, both of them kind of vary in between the same shots, but we want to make sure that we know exactly which shots we're using them for. The first one we're going to talk about is the shot that's coming spinnier, okay, that's coming a little bit higher, maybe above my shoulder and pretty fast, and I don't have time to put my front leg. If I have time, great, but maybe I won't have time. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up, we're going to open the leg here with a semi-open, and that way we have more time, right? Because we want to be prepared in time. And for that ball that's coming so fast, if we put our front leg, maybe we just won't have time because the ball is a little bit higher. So we're going to set up here, load, and continue hitting our shot. Let's hit a few of the high one. Sometimes maybe semi-open. Here, like load. Great. Great. And if I can step in, great. That one I couldn't. This one is shorter and I could. Okay. So that's when we want to use that semi. Sometimes it's open stance, semi-open stance. Again, it depends on the type of shot, whether it's more this way, more that way. But basically, we want to try to use that that outside leg to load on those shots. Also, when the ball is coming super fast and deep and we don't have time, sometimes we can take it on the rise when it's really quick and I can get away with putting my front leg and hitting that shot here, but sometimes I may not have time, so I have to split and just get super low and just open my leg and do an open stance. If I try to do a close stance on that ball, I will probably miss, okay? So let's do a few of that one really fast to my feet. Okay, perfect. And same thing on the backhand side. So on the backhand, usually you can get away with doing more close stance. We want to do more close stance on the backhand, okay? But on that shot that's coming really quickly to our feet, we may need to just open the leg because we don't have time. Notice on this shot, I can't go back. Maduro. I don't have time to go back. If I go back, I'm going to hit a really bad shot. So I don't want to lose my ground in the baseline. So this is what I'm going to have to do with my legs. Okay, so notice that way I can still go forwards and I'm in balance and I'm able to hit hard a shot that came really difficult, deep and strong. Versus again, same ball that I don't have time to go back doing that. Okay, in a point that's gonna cost you the point depending on the level you're playing, but you definitely want to hold your ground. Okay, and lastly, the other shot that we want to use, definitely want to use open stance for, is the running shots. Okay, so we want to make sure that anytime that we have to make more than quick 2 steps over here, we're already open with the leg. Okay, anytime we're around here, we're open. On the back end, sometimes you can, if you have time, you can go until here and do a close stance. But if it's more, usually you do want to open that leg. It's so much more effective to recover and just to hit a better quality shot. Okay, so we're gonna do a few. Again, I move a little bit to the side. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just copying that movement. I already know. Oh, wide shot. I'm already here and I'm back. Let's do it on the backhand side too. Okay, if I have time, I'm going to put my front leg. But if I don't and I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm definitely going to use the outside leg. See? Perfect. Do this one. Feel like I have time. This one too. This one's a little more difficult. Okay, so I gotta judge the ball a little bit and not just do the same thing on every shot. Not every shot is the same. So a great drill that you can do is you can just have somebody feed you different type of shots. So the high ball, okay, great. On the high ball, I'm gonna load. Low ball, I'm gonna do a close stance. Running shot, okay, I'm gonna open the leg. Easy ball, I'm gonna step in, put my front leg. They're all different. Oh, hard shot, I already know exactly what I'm gonna do with my legs. Okay, so we're actually gonna do that drill right now.
Alright guys, let's take a look at my positioning here with the legs. This ball, I could put my front foot. I had enough time. This one was running, so automatically did an open stance. This one I had time. I put my front leg again. This one was a tough one, so I had to open the outside leg. This one I had time again. Just notice how every ball is different. That was an open stance because I had to move to the side. That was a tough shot, so I really had to get low and do a semi-open stance. This one I could step in. Just notice how it's about optimizing the footwork for each ball. Not each ball is coming the same, so no footwork is the same. That one I had to load. And I can see right away when the ball is crossing the net what I need to do with my legs. This one, it was deeper, so I decided to take it on the rise and do a close stance. This one I did the same thing. If it's coming a little spinnier, maybe I would have load on my outside leg. Okay, this one I decided to put my front leg. This one, notice how I was already ready with my outside leg, is because that ball actually came really spinny and fast from the other side. Okay, notice how I have to get around the ball really quickly. Loading again. So the goal is to feel like you are positioning yourself great for each ball, loading, transferring, and that you have plenty of time to use the legs.
That's a great exercise for you guys to practice so that you learn how to use your legs for each situation. Now, it's very important to note that, see, I played in the women's tour and I like to stand somewhat around here on the baseline. I do like to take the ball as early as I can and just not give my opponent time. That's just the way I like to play. Not everybody's the same. And in fact, sometimes I myself, if I'm playing with a player that plays lots of heavy spin, or maybe just that is stronger than me, hits the ball stronger, I do have to stand a little bit more back, maybe around here. Okay, and again, do the same thing. When I can step in, I do, but it varies, okay, according to the player, according to who you're playing against. So you do have to take that in consideration. If you're being really late and you're trying to stand so close to the baseline, it is not a good idea. You want to have time to hit your shots, okay? So if you can stand around here, great. If you can stand around here, also great. I mean, you see players stand even farther back, okay? But basically, the moment that we have time and we can actually step in and cut the opponent's time, that is the idea. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you found this information useful, please make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, if you're interested in coaching and mentoring, please make sure to check out our description below for our coaching app, Vantage Tennis Coaching App. We're going to have exclusive content, coaching, and constant mentoring. All right, guys, see you soon.